Your countries are going to hell.
It's literally every day now.
Fuck off! Politely fuck off. What the fuck?
Happened right on the doorstep of a migrant hotel in Crewe, where 37 Afghans arrived earlier this year.
How many are here? 37.
That's going great, isn't it? The girl's 15 years old. And of course, believe all women shitlibs immediately claimed it was a setup, but the dad of the girl who recorded the video said police told them this same individual was notorious for doing this kind of stuff again and again, and has been telling schoolgirls they're lovely and asking for their phone numbers. Why is he still here? Deport! Meanwhile, in Scotland...
Are you well?
Yeah, I'm okay. You?
I'm alright. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Get in the car, love, you've pulled.
Why are you stopping?
Just saying hi to you.
Aye, but you don't.
Yeah, he's got more chance of pulling teeth from a chicken.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Although at a migrant hotel protest in Long Eaton, female leftist anti-racism activists were noticeably more receptive to the migrants' charms. Except even the migrants, not known for being too picky, didn't seem interested.
So fake. So fake.
While others really need to work on their chat-up lines.
Ouais, je rentre chez moi. Non. Viens, on va quoi, t'as dit?
And they say romance is dead. Maybe they'll have better luck back home when they go on holiday to the dangerous countries they were supposedly fleeing from in the first place, and come back here.
In a brazen 16-second clip posted to his 3,500 followers, he posed in a headscarf with a red life jacket issued by a vile people smuggler. After arriving in Britain, the man posted a string of videos from top British landmarks including Tower Bridge, Canary Wharf, Brighton Beach and, in an ironic twist, the White Cliffs of Dover. Yet in September 2024, the man posted a compilation video of his best bits from an apparent 2-month-long break in Afghanistan. The series of videos shows the back of a convoy of luxury Lexus and Toyota cars on a road trip around scenic Takkar.
He told UK officials he could not return to his Taliban-controlled homeland because it was too dangerous, then spent 8 weeks living it up doing precisely that.
We grant 65 to 70% of our asylum claims. France are about 25%. We've clearly got idiots in the Home Office, and no disrespect, idiots out there that believe these people are asylum seekers. The public knows we are being gamed, and it's time now to speak up or ruin our country.
Worth it, though, for all the doctors and engineers.
So what job are you going to do in England? Nothing. So where are you going to get money?
Really not worth it.
The number one political issue of our time, the crisis of uncontrolled migration. It's uncontrolled. Your countries are being ruined. According to the Council of Europe in 2024, almost 50% of inmates in German prisons were foreign nationals or migrants. In Austria, the number was 53% of the people in prisons were from places that weren't from where they are now. In Greece, the number was 54%, and in Switzerland, beautiful Switzerland, 72% of the people in prisons are from outside of Switzerland. When your prisons are filled with so-called asylum seekers who repaid kindness, and that's what they did, they repaid kindness with crime. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
A cogent, powerful, statistically fortified argument. And the response?
President Trump has shown he is racist, he is sexist, he is misogynistic, and he's Islamophobic.
Well, that's convinced me. Open the borders. A healthy, energised population is harder to control. That's why unelected bureaucrats at the FDA are working overtime to put NMN in the hands of Big Pharma and out of yours. NMN is a natural supplement that's known to dramatically improve health and longevity by serving as a precursor to NAD+, and is vital for the functioning of the 37 trillion cells in your body. A recent Harvard study showed that NMN can help reduce weight, cholesterol, and even blood pressure in overweight adults. levels. But the FDA is trying to restrict its availability. On September 30th, they'll decide if it stays a supplement or becomes a prescription drug. But when it comes to NMN's health benefits, don't just take my word for it. Here's neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman talking about it on Joe Rogan.
NAD is critical to energy production in all cells, vital. And levels of NAD tend to go down as we age. It's an absolute requirement for cellular health in life. You need it. Some years ago, as David Sinclair came on this podcast and discussed that his laboratory is a tenured professor of genetics, Harvard Medical School, and other laboratories are starting to explore stimulating the NAD pathway as a tool for extending lifespan. You can't just take NAD, or you can, but it doesn't get into cells very easily. There are basically two ways that you can tickle this pathway, increase NAD. One is to take NMN. With NMN, a couple of things happen. First of all, energy, my recovery from workouts much better. I had to take it early day because it was giving me a lot of energy. I did notice like my hair and nails growing at a ridiculous rate. And then I came off it just as a control experiment, slowed down again. So it was really interesting. I think there's something there in cellular growth pathways.
Interesting.
So why is the FDA trying to turn it into a drug? Why are they spending millions of dollars to do it? Because it's the best. It works better than the rest, and that's why Big Pharma wants to control it. So September 30th is the last chance. After that date, the FDA could ban NMN as a supplement forever. That's why I personally asked Black Forest to help me get this out to you today. So my audience has a chance to stock up before it's gone. Black Forest is running an amazing buy one, get one free promo. So this is your opportunity to get it while you still can, before the FDA slams the door shut and hands it over to Big Pharma. So don't wait. Once September 30th hits, this could be done forever. Click the link in the description or pinned comment to claim your buy one, get one free. If you don't act now, the FDA will decide for you. And once it's gone forever. Meanwhile, Channel 4's claiming it's identified the real problem here. And it's not the harassment and sexual assault of women and children. No, it's the people who are angry about it.
They're amassing millions of views, some earning thousands each month. We've been tracking this lucrative new industry as it generates and cashes in on rage.
That's right, the people filming it are the ones generating rage, and I can only apologise. I must have been mistaken when I thought the Epping protest rage was generated by the actions of Hadush Ghebreselassie Kabatu, an Ethiopian boat migrant who merely days after arriving in the UK illegally, sexually assaulted a woman by putting his hand on her leg and trying to kiss her, before telling two 14-year-old girls that he wanted to have a baby with each of them and attempting to kiss them, before putting his hand on one of the girls' thighs and stroking her hair, then getting only 12 months in prison for it, probably be back out on the streets in 4. But that's not generating the rage. It's the parents who don't want their children being subjected to that who are really to blame.
Generates and cashes in on rage.
And according to anti-racism activists, despite multiple eyewitnesses and a criminal conviction after a court case, the 14-year-old girl was lying about it anyway.
What are you protesting about? Why don't you go
I'm not protesting.
somewhere else?
I did. I was in Epping the other day, filming about the migrant that abused a 14-year-old girl in the village. I bet you wouldn't fucking condemn that though, would you?
Yeah.
You'd support it, wouldn't you?
Almost certainly not true.
What, it's not true that the girl got abused?
Ideology.
So the girl getting abused is not true?
Almost certainly, yes.
Wow, there you go.
Believe all women, except when the perpetrator's foreign and arrived on a dinghy 5 minutes ago. When Nigel Farage said this about migrants illegally stealing and eating swans and other protected wildlife.
If I said to you that swans were being eaten in royal parks in this country, that carp were being taken out of ponds and eaten in this country by people who come from cultures that have a different... Would you agree it's happening here?
I've certainly read... I didn't know about swans. I've read about carp being fished.
Well, there you go. So, look, you know, neither of us can prove or disprove.
Who are taking the carp and the swans?
People who come from countries where that's quite acceptable.
Leftists and the media exploded in feigned outrage, claiming it was a false, racist conspiracy theory. Fuck me sideways, Farage is actually doing it. He's actually attempting to pull the they're eating the dogs MAGA bullshit here. Really? What's this then?
RSPCA, Animals Welfare Charity, receive reports of a family being seen chasing and catching swans from a local park. They attend the property to take a look around and make an alarming discovery.
I'm going to get someone to check what bird this is. I think it might be a swan. I'm not sure. But do you know what a swan is, sir? You know the big white birds that you see on the park? Yeah.
Hershey heads to the kitchen to take a closer look at what's cooking.
You see the bones in this bird? Because it's not a chicken, I'm a bit concerned. There's a law against people taking animals off. You told them that, yeah. And it's very serious. It's very serious if that happens.
Concerned that what's in the pot is no chicken, Hershey heads to the back garden to look for evidence in the bins.
I know, it's a bit disgusting, isn't it?
And the contents of the bins is a little suspicious.
See, the problem is there's a hell of a lot of big white feathers in here.
What's this?
Oh my God. What you do with that?
Yeah.
What you doing with that, bro?
I got it.
You gonna eat it?
Yeah.
You catch it outside?
Yeah.
What's this?
This guy just cracked the duck's neck, bro, taking it.
What's this?
What's his name, mate?
What's his name?
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's all this?
This is Time magazine, which showed that someone is kidnapping and eating Britain's swans. This was a few years ago, but they reported majestic swans are disappearing from a historic British waterway. What else do we have here? There's also been a report of a queen swan being killed, barbecued, eaten and dumped on a riverbank. The Evening Standard reported this several years ago, accompanied by a gruesome picture of the charred swan being eaten. What's next? Well, we can see again the Evening Standard reported a few years ago, this is back in 2012, immigrant was cooking swan amid bird bodies. Some evidence here in a reputable newspaper that a migrant was eating a swan, even a picture there of the migrant in his tent. And also, what we've found is the Telegraph reporting a police hunt for the swan killers. Fears that the birds are being stolen to eat. Those are fears from the police, as reported in the Telegraph.
And anyway, even if they are eating the swans, aren't the people who are angry at the swans being eaten actually the real problem?
Nobody is eating the swans. That's a lie. They're eating some swans, but it's not a big deal. Eating swans is actually a good thing. Here's why. People who complain about eating swans are actually the problem. 10 tasty swan recipes to supercharge your Xmas dinner.
Your countries are being ruined.
If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.